Can you cross your eyes?
I can. Can you?
I can cross them and then straighten one. Look,
Crazy.
Look. I'm Max.
And I'm Harjot.
Join us as we discuss the latest scroll-stopping content.
This is Scroll Interrupted. Some of those chiropractic creators, we'll call them, can sometimes be a little bit raunchy. So I never know what I'm watching. I always
It's
want to
like
be careful.
the most muscular guy and always in a tight black t-shirt.
True.
Deep V. Sorry, I'm adjusting my deep V right now.
Hi, I'm Harjot, and I've tried to create a visual theme.
Okay.
It's beige on beige.
Hi, I'm Maxine, and I'm bleu on bleu.
So when I went to vote this year, it was inside of this Catholic school, which is irrelevant to my point.
All right.
I went in. There's these people that are working the polling stations, right? The little desks.
They're always the nicest people.
Yeah, they are the nicest
Unless
people.
the story is that they're not. Okay.
Yeah, and then I had my license, so I present the woman who was there with my license, and then she looks at the license and she looks at me. She's like, "This is you?" I'm like, "Oh," I just blurted out. I was like, "Oh, I have cancer." And the way, with the quickness with which she was like, she looked down.
Why did she say that? Why do you think she said that? You looked
I looked different. I looked a lot different.
What month was this?
This was
I'm sorry, I totally forgot when we voted.
Spring.
Okay.
Spring. This was
You were
April, May.
Right in the middle of
April, May, yeah, right in the middle of chemo, right in the middle.
Okay.
So I looked very different, hairless, right? So she was like, "This is you," and then I said, "Oh, I said it with such
rude.
I
That's
didn't.
rude.
Well, I guess for security purposes, they have
I've never
to.
had anyone question in my
I know, but you know me,
in a Catholic school. So there's some new Twitch drama that's dropped. So we're gonna dig into that messiness, and then I'm gonna talk about eye color surgery. I don't know. Have you?
I've seen the
Yeah,
videos.
it's pretty wild. We'll get into
I love
that.
it.
Do that. And then we're gonna get into a catfish story because I'm a big fan of catfish. So we're getting into one that's straight out of the UK that's pretty wild and wild for my standards.
Maxine loves a good catfish.
Love it.
We're also going to talk about how cringy Netflix has become, especially with their writing and weird acting. Then we're going to talk about YouTube ads, which I know everyone hates. And then we're going to get into some Pop of the Balloon clips, which is a series I'm addicted to at this point.
Ragey, though.
Specifically the misogyny and homophobia that comes out in some of these contestants. Very, very interesting to watch. All right, so Netflix, and I would say a lot of streaming platforms that have started to put out their own original content.
Okay.
Have you noticed how it kind of just sucks? The writing is very tropey. The acting is very cringe and quirky and witty. I feel like we're still doing the Senorita Awesome stuff.
Oh, if you know, you know.
Yeah, fedoras all around. Am I right? Tip that.
Yeah.
But
is it in the Tubi territory?
Oh, very much so. Why is everyone sarcastic? Why is everyone so prepared? It takes. I get really nervous when I have to speak sometimes, even conversationally.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I say? How do I respond?
Yeah.
These people never seem to be at a loss for words and creative sentences. Yeah, let's take a look.
Okay.
Don't ask. Well. Looks like the Weekend Reaper has come to collect. Yeah, you can see that. By the way, if anyone comes looking for the fire-breathing, dragon-wearing Levi's who was let out of her cave this morning to terrorize the poor citizens of the Starbucks on First and Dorset, you didn't see me. Oh, well, that explains why my Postmates delivery driver's geotag hasn't changed in 25 minutes.
Ew.
Long night in paradise. Well, if you consider getting trapped in a basement storage closet looking for the bathroom of a dive bar while the guy who wants to elope with you flirts with his ex who just so happens to be the bartender, then, yeah, it didn't exactly fly by. Sheesh, and I thought eating Fruit Loops for dinner was depressing. Anyway, I'm over it. I'm moving on. Let's shoot a wellness brand campaign, shall we, ladies?
She was so frazzled. Her shirt's buttoned.
I'm a real
weirdly.
commuter.
Yeah. I'm a real girl from New York City, the big city, just coming
My
off
office
the
shoes are
street.
in the bag.
Yeah. And then she has this wild story because it's telling all the people who are watching who don't live in the city, this happens all the time, something wild. Versus when I'm walking down the street, I'm it's a bunch of senior people just rolling their little carts down the street to go grocery shopping. It's the most boring thing every day.
You're so right. She's I guess guess in that dialogue, we're overanalyzing this, by the way, but
yeah.
she is trying to communicate how colorful the world around her is.
Yeah, it's giving
And
Friends.
yeah.
People are like, that's what real New York is like.
Yeah. Like some of the comments were really funny. They were like, it's interesting how like these people always wait for the monologue of the other actor to be over before they like interrupt. I'm like, real conversations, I would be looking at my watch the whole time while this person is going on and on with like their creative metaphors and like sarcastic comments.
I'd be like, did you prepare for this? Like, did you? Yeah, did you? What?
How many times did you
Is this
sit
a
in a
bit?
mirror
Is this-
before you left?
Is this a bit? I'm like confused. Is this from a movie?
I know. So this kind of like begs the question, like, why don't people seem real in these shows?
I think because, you know, we've discussed this personally. The writers' rooms are probably not real people. Like they're so disconnected.
They're AI.
They're
Is this AI writing?
Potentially. That's a good point. Maybe AI writing has taken up. I mean, like AI is employed in just like the way that they function, like their algorithm is so tight to serve you up content. So then maybe AI writers have realized the type of writing that we respond to.
You just know the tags on like, you know, like how you filter through the movies on like Netflix and stuff.
Big
quirky,
city,
witty.
Yeah. You know, funny
Rom-com.
friends.
Yeah.
Girly talk. Smart, college educated.
Yeah.
Worldly.
I think there's a weird over-indexed an over-indexing on wanting to be quirky or witty
and
or
sarcastic,
just like
right?
like do you remember there was this like wave of like dating profiles that would
yes.
open with like sarcasm, fluent in sarcasm, sarcasm, witty quote here.
Graduated from the school of hard knocks.
That's so like 19 like 60s or something.
What else would they say? Oh God.
A degree in a PhD in sarcasm. Fluent in sarcasm. Insert a sarcastic or witty quote here. I'm like, it's not funny. I'm like, you're like, I know you. You're the least sarcastic person ever.
Yeah. And I think sarcasm is like one of the like
just
the
negative.
laziest. It's one of the laziest forms of humor. It was like Friends, like Ross or something, or like Chandler or something from Friends, and that was a peak comedy in like 1998. All right, so you've probably been getting a lot of noise and reactions about the latest Twitch drama that's been happening between Cutie and Vanillamace and Katie. Mostly it's between Vanillamace and Cutie.
Yeah.
People know who these people are. You know, Cutie is like an OG Twitch streamer. She does like runs the big collabs and events, and then Vanillamace is just like everybody's darling lately.
Yeah, that's a good way to explain it. She's like the streamer darling or whatever.
Yeah, and they basically had a collab, and it was about a game, and it's not even important what game they were gonna play.
No.
But then during some lull, and while they were trying to like boot up the game because 2 of them got kicked out, they had this really uncomfortable conversation around pretty much bigotry. So people
pretty much
obviously clipped it, and let's just watch a little bit of that conversation and then discuss.
I'm not going to change, though. I'm not going to... Yeah. I will never believe that if I'm kind to a hateful person, that means I agree with them. I will never believe that. No matter what you guys say, I won't believe it. Because at the end of the day, if I'm around a racist person, I'm just not racist. I'm not. Me? I am not.
Me?
They are. Yes. But how am I supposed to help them ever? By cutting them off? No. Like, I get it. You guys can think in black and white, but that's not how it works over here.
Also, using the term black and white is hilarious. Cutie is like one of these big authorities in Twitch, and there's like a power dynamic, and there's like a friendship and a relationship. And what I was reacting to was obviously my strong stance. My strong stance is if I know someone racist, I don't like them anymore. I don't like to hang out with them, and I tell them like that's a crappy thing to say. I don't agree with that. Especially friends too. I'm like, well, that's not true. Like,
I feel like people on the right side of bigotry, and even people just on the left, are always the ones that have to make compromises and concessions when it comes to, but you should be educating people, bringing them in, onto your side. I'm like, she's not even doing that. She's just saying like, let me be friends with, let me be with my racist friends. Like, I hate this. I feel like this is peak white feminism. This is the Taylor Swift school of like, well, I only hate oppression when it affects me directly.
Yes.
I can't stand it. I would want to ask her because she's always very vocal, especially on the Fear Ran podcast with like Hassan and Austin about like misogyny and like always like flagging it. I'm like, I can't imagine her being comfortable in a room where there's a bunch of men hurling misogynistic comments and being nice to them. She barely does that with her own friends. Like she calls them out publicly. Yeah. But apparently you're okay with
That's
racism.
why I think there's some like weird like power dynamic that was happening in this conversation between Vanilla and Cutie, that it was like afterwards, if you've been following up with other reactions, like Vanilla got on, like continued her stream with her fans and was basically saying that she's probably gonna cut back from doing collabs and just focus on her own conversations. And I feel like, you know, obviously she hasn't had enough time to process and make a plan, but you can clearly see that she was uncomfortable. This was like such a weird, and I've had the experiences I think I've shared with you too, where you realize like a friend is such a fence sitter on something that's like so important. Like they were giving all lives matter, and you're like, I do not even want to be your friend, but this is somebody who's been my friend for years, and like having to process that actually takes a while. So I'm trying to give her empathy and grace, and I do enjoy the Vanillamace content and her vibe and her overall energy. But I was like, overall disappointed in that conversation, and obviously hoping as someone who's a viewer in 2020, like in 2025, to be like, I don't agree. That's weird. Like just saying like, I'm not sure. Like just giving 100%. A little bit of like, I don't agree.
And I think it's important to see what happens now. Yeah. Specifically with, you know, if she does collab with her again or not. Like I also like, I feel like I'm not, yes, I'm a person of color, and you know, like racism does affect me, but also there are people that are more affected by it than me. So like I also not want to say like, oh, Vanillamace, you could tell she was uncomfortable. Maybe she wasn't. Like maybe there's that too. So I also don't want to give her like, I want to see what happens afterwards to see if there's grace. There's actual like learning that comes out of this. Like I was like, I'm not
gonna stand Vanillamace and be like, I'm defending girlfriend. I was just like, oh man, that kind of sucks, but let me wait to see what happens. But I'm not so parasocial that I'm like, this is gonna break me. I'm fine with leaving
I just learned who these people are.
I'm fine with leaving it behind. You know?
Yeah, I'm frankly very disgusted by what QTCinderella said. Yeah, and just like I've always, you know, we talk about the girly that like has always known something or intuitively felt something, and then like one day that thing manifests, and that person can finally, there's a breakthrough where they're like, oh, finally now everyone sees it, and I was ahead of the curve. I want to claim that for myself a little bit, and
I knew it.
I always like, because she wouldn't stop talking about Taylor Swift as if she were the second coming of like,
oh my God,
like some kind of god or whatever, right?
That makes sense.
It was just like the weirdest kind of excuses, and like I listened to podcasts with her on it where she was also talking about like all the Easter eggs and how genius it is, and like listen, I'm not saying that everyone falls into that pipeline of like Taylor Swift to like
equals
these
racist.
Kind of politics,
yeah.
But also like it's not like
unsurprising.
Yeah, there's a Venn diagram there.
What was it? Fork found in
kitchen.
Give another one that's a new
spoon found in
one.
kitchen.
A new one.
Yogurt hat found in fridge.
Yeah.
Mine are very kitchen oriented.
Yeah. True.
But yeah, like I'm very disgusted by what she said, and like I think if you have that much privilege, also like that's your friend who's now having a come up, right? Like Vanillamace is now just on the up and up, and like as a big streamer who's already established, who has like the kind of fan base that she's gonna that's not gonna be affected by any of this, by the way. To do that to like your friend,
also,
like you really
also Vanilla is queer, and also Katie is like queer.
Yeah,
and you're saying it to their faces.
I know. I think that's really bold, and I'm like some people might even jump to the conclusion of this was done on purpose. Ooh. Like why would you, like these people are on the up and up. They're just coming up. They're gaining a lot of popularity right now, and for you don't know that that's gonna come off a certain kind of way.
Yeah, you know, Cutie is just weird. Like I don't
like her at all. Frankly speaking,
I wanted to say that too. Like I don't know them as a person, but what I know of them kind of gross. Like to say that to your friend, like you said, kind of feels sabotagey or putting them in a weird position to not give them the best outcome, especially because Vanillamace has been going through other stuff lately. And then also like in the longer stream, it's like Cutie was talking about how they have like a trans brother who their like dad or stepdad like treats pretty poorly. And that's where this like context of like, well, I'm not going to cut them off. I'm like,
I really hate it. Like, I think people need to really like understand like all the work that we've been doing and unpacking our learned racism and bigotry. Like, yeah, you do need to like at the very least, if you're going to be around racist people because you have to be, or because you cannot cut somebody off for like whatever reasons, right?
Sure.
Like maybe for
family, I get it. It's
for your own safety, even like you do need to make an effort to stand up to those people, or at least like sometimes there's a social responsibility too for somebody who has a big platform. Like like you also don't need to share this information. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you didn't have to.
You didn't
like
have to.
Like the game was loading, they were trying to log back in, and this is what you're like. Instead of talking about the weather, talking about like
I know
Halloween,
and like I was like, if you have any
pumpkin
sense
spice
of
latte season,
media literacy is so important. Like you also like even if this does happen in your life, you can also not get behind a microphone and a huge platform and say it, because what happens is like people take it to the next extreme, which is like, oh, it's okay to be racist, and now we need to defend her. We need to make her $1 million because she's a victim. It perpetuates things. It makes them so much worse. Yeah, like it's just, and that's privilege. Yeah, that is privilege in a nutshell. Exactly. Yeah. Ooh, I'm so mad.
Can you cross your eyes?
I can. Can you?
I can cross them and then straighten one. Look,
crazy. Oh, I can't do that. Wait, hold on. I want to try.
Talent.
No.
Never mind.
So there might be a chance that you're watching this video and it gets interrupted suddenly by a 2-hour ad.
2 hours?
Not 2 hours, but like YouTube is definitely diabolical with where they're taking ads these days. Let's get somebody else's opinion. Word on the streets. Yeah.
YouTube has become completely unwatchable. This is ridiculous. I'm trying to watch a 17-second long video on YouTube. A 20-second ad. It's just ads after ads. It's pure gluttony. It's just greed. The youngsters won't remember these days, but back in my day, when I was a youngin', when I was a young man, 5-second skippable ads were the norm. And you'd get that maybe once every 10, 15 videos for a 20-minute long video. Just one 5-second skippable ad. Now, a 5-second skippable ad is a miracle. You're laughing when you get one. The norm now is 2 20-second unskippable ads. You're essentially forced into watching short-form content like this video.
If you don't have YouTube Premium... Yeah. You're basically watching more ads sometimes than you are watching
YouTube Premium. Do people? I think people who have it love it.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
I agree. I've heard a lot of people say like once you get it, like it's better than getting a paid subscription to a streaming service. It's better than a Netflix. Oh god. So hey, YouTube. That. Listen, YouTube, if you wanna sponsor this video,
throw
all of our viewers get free YouTube Premium subscriptions, please.
No, for sure. Like I'll like TMI. I'll be like in the shower getting ready, and then I'll have like
you shower.
I'll have some sort of like true crime, 30-minute video going, and then I'm stuck in the shower, and there's like a 4-minute ad for some guy who's talking about how they can make you millions learning about Amazon drop shipping, and I'm like, oh my god. Or it feels like a full sneak attack video tutorial inside of
an MLM. Yeah. Halfway through, Maxine just finished shampooing her hair. Now the shampoo has started to run, the suds have started to run down her eyes, and she gets an ad. She accidentally opens her eyes to go like change the video, and she's like, damn it. Her eyes are now like red, and she just like trips and falls like halfway out of the shower.
I'm trying to use like my pinky outside of the shower because it's least dripping with water to touch my device to press skip because I can't. I'm like, I can't.
The whole day is ruined after that.
I know. It sets you up
it sets you up for failure.
I know. What's the weirdest like ad you've gotten recently? I also like love the surveys that are like, have you seen this, or like which brands? And I always do like none, just to piss them off.
Even if I'm not giving you any information.
Even if I remember one of these 6 banks.
Yeah. I feel like it's like an intelligence test sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I'm like I don't know the right answer, so I'm just gonna go skip.
Yeah, none of the above.
Yeah, like this guy
I wouldn't
has an
consider
IQ of
any
0.
of these. I know. Like never let them know your next move.
So my ads are completely racist.
Oh,
no, they're very sorry. They're very like racially targeted.
Oh,
that's not any better.
You're getting like South Asian.
Yeah, I'm getting like the dubbed version of like an A&W ad, but in like Punjabi.
Okay.
So it's like they're not wrong, but also like it's like okay, like you can show me other things. Like it's not like we're only gonna speak to you in your like it's my second language, but still.
Yeah.
you know.
So they're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
I know.
Maybe this is my internalized racism coming to a head.
I'm totally getting like the more on like Spotify, but sometimes on YouTube where it's like Philippines, Western Union, or like sending boxes over. We call them like
Remitly.
Yeah, sending money overseas.
It's always Remitly. I'm like, sending money overseas.
Not gonna lie, I have used Remitly before. If you want to sponsor this show,
yeah,
this combination,
I know we can ship those Remitly product line
in your local currency.
Like we know the script.
Wow, easy to use. Grandma, I love you.
Yeah.
We're both like pretty open to people getting like cosmetic surgery, little tweakments, little treatments.
Fillers, BBL, butt lift, extreme mommy makeover.
The Swan, if anybody knows. There is a new surgery that's been popping up on my algorithm, and it's eye color surgery. So, and it's not even like content that's actually meant to poop on it. It's from the actual providers of the surgery. Like there's a doctor who's posting the results of the surgery to obviously try to, again, serving up to me. Like you'll see the algorithm is
Maxine, you're a person of color. You probably hate the color of your eyes.
Yeah. So let's see the full reaction of somebody who's seeing the results for the first time.
You said "see" twice. I feel like Easter egg. You guys are not listening to her.
Your new honey gold eyes. Risks include light sensitivity and scratchiness.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
How you feeling seeing yourself for the first time like this?
I like it. This is awesome. Oh, wow.
When you see people, what do you think they're going to say now?
Just small things change a lot. I love it. This is awesome, guys. I'm glad I picked the...
and the lie detector says...
I
can't believe it. Listen.
Every day you're going to wake up and see your new eyes.
He's egging him on.
Is this permanent?
Oh, wow.
Every day you're going to wake up.
Why did he need to say that? Like, that sounds like
Should have done this a long time
content.
Should have done this a long time ago.
Perfect.
That's what he said.
Like,
And you're
I'm
right.
sorry.
The doctor is egging him on because he wants this content. He wants the phrases that are... No, he wants the phrases that are just saying positive things. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like, you're going to wake up every day with these eyes.
That almost sounded to me like the opposite, like where he's like, "Oh, you love it? You're gonna wake up every day with this?" Like, it's like we were like rage bait.
Like evil doctor, I've stolen your eyes.
People in the comments are really mean, though. I saw videos like this. They're like, of all the procedures he could have done, instead of like laser surfacing his skin.
Oh my god, that's so rude.
I know.
They went after him. They're just like, well.
I would have gotten a hair transplant. I would have done like a skin peel.
First of all, fix your face.
Fix your teeth.
Okay, so why this particular reaction upset me? Like, I'm, whatever makes you beautiful. The reason why this bothered me is not confirmed, but this person looks like a Filipino person.
Okay.
And as someone who grew up Filipino,
represent
an
entire nation upon Maxine's shoulders.
There's always been this, like internal racism, this like wanting to have lighter skin, lighter eyes, like light
India,
hair.
we know.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair and lovely.
So when I saw that, and that person's not young, like this is a grown man who went through their whole life.
Also,
and decided,
shots fired.
He's
not young.
He's 19.
I would have colored his hair.
But I thought he's 35, but he's like 19. Yeah. Has decided that this was something that bothered him so much that they were going to take this drastic, very permanent step. And it's really sad because I think, in all honesty, in my youth, I've obviously wanted lighter skin, lighter eyes, lighter hair, because we were socialized, speaking from like a Filipino, Southeast Asian perspective, that is beautiful, that is attractive, like looking at the West, and that's the beauty standard, and that's the highest high that you can have.
Unpack your internalized racism.
And so I'm like looking at, I'm like, oh, this is so tragic. I don't I don't want to say that it's ugly, but I hope that he doesn't regret it because it's permanent. And there's, we all had to wake up into ourselves and learn to love ourselves and learn to embrace our culture, our background, the traits and that we have that connect us back to our community. And I'm like, oh my God, your eyes are the first thing that people look at when they meet you.
He looks like a vampire. He looks like it doesn't look good. Like, I would assume that people, listen, we all know the people in like high school and university that used to wear the colored contacts.
Yeah.
Listen, I also I'm going back on that now, and like I'm trying not to shade people because we're learning that like you can do whatever you want with your appearance, but like sometimes it is okay for other people of like that race, if you're the same race as somebody, to question like, what is this motivated by?
Yeah.
Is this by insecurity? And are we perpetuating the fact that we've been conditioned to be insecure about
that's what
not having a certain kind of skin tone or a certain color
That's
of eye?
what I hope he sat with, and the doctor gave him the survey and was like, is this because of things like that he had to take it home and sit with it for a couple of weeks before like signing on the dotted line? Because I don't hate colored contacts. Like, I don't hate when people have like lighter eyes. Like, you're playing with looks, like, as people who are connected to the world community, you can appreciate different like aesthetics and want to play around with your look and fashion and things like that and experiment. But that is like permanent. I got this from like a thrift store, and I'm like, I feel like this is like an MLM. Someone tell me if it is. It's selling vitamins. No, guys, I'm not. Don't cancel me. I'm not selling. It's life insurance.
Live lightly. What is the light referring to?
Gosh.
Light and what? Weight?
It's totally like shakes, like meal replacements.
So one of my obsessions on TikTok has definitely been the Pop the Balloon series. Love this series, and obviously like there's a pattern in some of the toxic men that you kind of see on this show. It's really enlightening to see this kind of play out in real time on a show like this. So let's take a look at some of these clips and then we'll get into it.
Okay.
Right. Now, is she someone that's your type? Should we walk up to the front?
Do I have any more questions or no?
No, just answer the question I asked.
First red flag.
Yes,
Like,
she is.
no.
She is? Okay. All right. Well, let's come on up here. So come on up.
So this is
All
towards
right,
the end
guys.
where they've
Any
narrowed
final
down.
questions between the two of you before we determine if there's a match?
Right? The match.
What's your stance on relocation or traveling?
I'm open to relocation, actually, because Dallas isn't, I've been there for a few years, and I like it, but I'm open to moving as well. Yeah. Okay, and where do you live?
I live here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just a 2-hour flight, so. Too bad. All right, well, let me ask my final question then. Okay. Is it a yes for you for her?
No.
And why not?
Ew.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to be a match that just the overall spark.
Good, I'm back.
He's getting called out by production.
I agree. You played in our entire face this whole episode.
The person with like the unpopped balloon in the lineup basically makes it to the end, and the assumption is like, okay, we've asked all the questions that we need to ask.
You're gonna go on
You've
a
gauged
date.
their personality and you're ready to date.
Yeah.
This guy clearly is there for like a viral moment, but there was this other interesting discussion around like, hey, like this is clearly done for the boys. This is like the class clown looking for approval from like the lineup of men.
So production caught that, and we're just like, get the hell out.
Absolutely. They were like, he's basically, he went to the end several times, not just with this one contestant, but several times. Also, he did that other move where you caught it, where you said ew. He has a needle in his hand and he threw it, and production is behind the cameras there. And so maybe they could have gotten hit. Somebody could have gotten hit in the eye or something. It's just like
so aggressive.
It's
so
unnecessarily
like showboaty and like
Yeah, like trying to be funny, trying to be like the guy who was like contrarian in some way or
like,
aggressive.
He's like the cool guy, like to the guys.
I know.
It was so ugly. So ugly. And she was so sweet. Like, I don't know what her other answers were. She could have been a monster. But
she was a lovely person.
She was so sweet. She was like, oh, I'm willing to relocate. Okay, can I ask you a question about what you do? that's like intention. Like she's asking like intention.
Yeah, and the host, she broke character and she was just like, yeah, you played in our face the entire time, get out.
Yeah.
Like just like I'm sick of this because it's happened multiple times.
Yeah.
So like it's just destructive for the sake of being destructive. It's very much like it's very immature.
Yeah.
And it's not like serving the purpose of why you're there. But also this whole other part of the conversation sort of kicked off around, you know, what has started to come out in the comments. I do agree with the majority of the comments, which is like, this is performative just for men.
Yeah.
This is very aggressive. This is immature behavior. It's childish. It's very much like me. So some of the comments that I don't really like that I'm starting to see crop up in these comment sections are about, oh, he's clearly gay. This guy's gay.
No, it wasn't giving that to me.
Yeah. I know. It was
giving I hate women.
Because you can recognize straight men behavior. And I want to say, like, keep that kind of behavior on your side of the street.
Yeah, just because he clearly hates women doesn't mean he's not attracted to women.
That's a straight men thing. A lot of gay men love women and they're very respectful and they're not like
attracted
this.
to
I feel
them.
like we're coming back around to sort of making gay an insult.
Yeah,
and I don't
like
I don't like it's very
stuff.
homophobic and like I get that queer people always joke about like DL trade all this stuff, but like that doesn't give permission to like straight people to say, oh well, this guy is trash, he must be gay, because then we're doing the same thing. No, he's straight. You guys, that's your mess, and you keep your mess.
Yes,
keep your mess away there. Keep it far away from us.
Yeah,
we don't want to be involved.
Because you could see even like the rest of the guys still weren't like calling him out. Like they were still kind of kikiing.
They would never call him out. Men don't call out other men.
Like I don't know if like I couldn't see the rest of them. If some of them were like, oh God, like ugh.
But I will say, there is a side of me where I'm like, when is too much grace too much grace? Take a look at this clip, and I want to discuss something with you.
Well, you said you do yoga. Jesus definitely wasn't doing yoga, girl. Okay? It's just a false spirit, and I know you seem happy, but I was in that, and I wasn't happy deep down inside, and I know at the end of the day, I just want to say Jesus loves you. He wants a relationship with you, but there's a false spirit there. It's a kundalini spirit, and
you know what?
Yeah, that's why I popped. I feel for you. I've been there. I've been in the new age before. Yoga is you're bowing down to false gods.
I was
Don't know if you know that, but
false gods.
I'm saying this because I care about you, but that's why I popped.
That guy don't like him.
A response for that?
Oh, thank you so much. I love Jesus as well.
You know, he says, you know, a lot of people honor him with their mouths, but they're far from him. And that's kind of like the situation. You know, a lot of people say that they fear God, they love Jesus, but then their life doesn't actually show it. And
my life does show it.
Okay.
The parts of me that I'm battling are the parts that want to say, maybe it should be Adam and Eve. just joking. But like there's a lot of sentiments in the comments that are like, he's clearly gay. And I actually, like, for the first time, as much as I am vehemently against to and always call it homophobia,
1 minute ago.
I'm like, yeah, 1 minute ago. I think queer people recognized this kind of like very deeply in the closet. I'm not saying he's queer because I don't know this person, but like it's giving something. Yeah. It's projecting. It's got a little sweetness to it.
Yeah. And he was projecting the things he didn't like about himself because he was like, I was there. I was this. I was that. I'm above all those things now. And you're hearing, you're like.
And why is he dolled up? He's snatched.
And what you're hearing and what a lot of people were hearing, where you were gay and you like didn't.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, actually, just kidding. Just kidding. It was the evil spirit of yoga.
Yeah, there's a lot of like racism and sort of like other like disrespect to like certain like religious beliefs
and using religion as a way to I don't know.
You don't know anything about yoga
I don't know anything about that woman.
I know.
She was like, I love Jesus and I love yoga. Like what? She had her hand on her hip. She was like, "Thanks."
I kind of like that because it was like it was also like
kindness.
She was
like,
really
I'm
sweet.
Unbothered. Like she saw him.
A lot of people in the comments.
She saw him.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. And
she's
a lot
like,
of people,
"Do you want to fight?"
And a lot of people in the comments were like, "Oh, when she kind of like was like, no, he would be somebody that I would go to church with. Like we could go kiki together to like church.
Yeah.
You know, there were a lot of like nail polish emojis in the comments, like, and I think he deserved that.
Yeah,
I think he deserved that.
I mean, we're getting sucked into it, but it's all rage bait. So I love a good catfish. Okay, definition of catfish is somebody who's like tricking another person as to who they really are. So it can be like you're using a persona, and I guess this isn't like the straight straight up kind of a catfish, but it's a bit of trickery. So I have like the most
Tofurkey.
I have the ugliest edit, and I'm gonna talk about what actually happened, because I didn't want to share a clip that was the full story, because it's a big story. So here's the edit of what happened in this story. It's really funny and ugly.
I'm really excited.
I liked it because it was
Ugly.
like silly.
Fake pregnancy, fake gender reveal?
Posting on the internet. Her family got her stuff. She's showing her baby kicking.
Is that a doll? That's a...
Isn't that wild? First of all, the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. Why is it Darude Sandstorm? I'm so like, I feel like that's half of the what's giving me.
I could have shared the one where it's like a 36-part series. So basically, this young woman in the UK, she's like 22, 23. Mm-hmm. She let people know she's pregnant. Mm-hmm. She was sporting a baby bump. She had a gender reveal. She's having a baby girl. There's a father that she's in a relationship with, not married, I don't think, but has a boyfriend. Her whole family believes that she's pregnant because, I'm not speaking into this. Her whole family thinks that she's pregnant because they got her expensive gifts, mm-hmm. went to this gender reveal, all this stuff. She's apparently going to her appointments. Nobody else is going, just her. She's shopping, whatever. She apparently gives birth, but nobody went with her, just her by herself. And then she shows online her baby. Her name is like Brayley or something like that. I forget, something like that. Brayley or something like it's like a hyphenated name.
Sure. And
it has it's like
Brayley.
like Slay,
sure.
The Bray.
Right.
Brayley. And people are like, you clearly can see it's one of those reborn dolls, like those dolls that are
yes. And the animatronics these days.
Yeah, and she like made an AI video, like the one where it's moving. She apparently used AI to like animate it.
Oh my god.
And so people are like weirded out once she had this baby because nobody can hold it, no one can see it because it was like newborn. She's trying to be like safe. And I think even the father wasn't allowed, but I think I saw like one photo where he was, so I'm not sure to the depth of how much she knew.
Who is she catfishing? Her entire family? Like everyone?
Everyone. And then what ended up happening is, so she lives at home with her mother, or somehow her mother was there, and she like left the baby in the room, and maybe she went to the bathroom or something, or whatever.
Wait, the fake baby?
No, the fake baby was in her room, and her mother went into the room.
Oh, okay.
And saw like for real that it was a doll, and apparently like yelled it to the whole house. So then it came out, like, because there was family there or something.
She faked her entire pregnancy?
Her entire
to her family that she was living with.
Everyone. Like, she had a relationship with a man who thought he was the father of this baby. And so she's 22, 23. So I was like thinking, how did we get here?
She's a creative storyteller.
How did we get here?
She's a pioneer.
And I seriously think, when people talk about how social media has damaged the minds of the young people.
True. Yep.
I think that is an extreme like example of what happens when you socialize women with all of those ideas that like motherhood, blah, 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 blah is your highest purpose. And then have social media as this is the stage and the platform in which you must show and prove your worth upon, because
she was lying to everyone, creating like a baby channel, like a mother baby channel.
You're posting she had the baby, the gender reveal party, like that stuff didn't exist when we were younger, like even with like our younger relatives, like that wasn't a thing. It's because like Instagram became a thing, and I think she was a lie turned into, it gave her content, it gave her attention, it gave her worth on this like wild stage, and she's admitted like it was something that she just took too far.
There are people that are sinister enough to like enjoy, they lie for the plot, they lie for the fun of it, they just enjoy lying. I feel like she's kind of like that, but also like, I can see the content side of it, I can see the huge content.
Do you want to hear the craziest lie at the end of it? I think once her mother found out, she texted like her boyfriend and like other people found that the baby died.
the mother, is it because she was making an excuse?
I think like,
or she was saying that
like I think she's trying to get ahead of the story, right? Like,
oh, she was making up another narrative, false
yeah,
narrative?
yeah. But like she couldn't, like you can't balance the lie when like the mom is like her mother found out like it's a doll, and then she texted and there's that's what at the end.
Random theory: her mother is her biggest op. That's a long secret.
Yeah,
that's an expensive long secret.
Seasons went by.
Yeah, people who know you, like let's say your neighbors end up finding your channel, your social media. Are you just like walking around with like a fake baby bump?
Yeah.
Like maybe it's not that hard. Maybe we're making it more complicated.
Imagine
Maybe people
taking it off
care.
at night when she's in her room and it's like just sweat underneath there because it's just like like silicone. Yeah,
she can't even wash it in out. Because people at her home might find it.
I know.
If you like this episode, remember to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to see more videos of us talking to you through your devices.
And make sure if you're not already following us, follow us on Instagram. No. And make sure if you're not already following us, follow us on...
Just be normal.
And make sure if you're not already following us, follow us at...
When the dyslexia hits.
I want to dissociate so bad right now.
We have children to go home to, please.
I have a life.
Let me leave. Wrap this up.
I got this.
My face is red.
And make sure to follow us if you're not already.
Why do you have to keep reminding them that they're not following us? Just let it go, please. Just be direct.
Right, nobody's following us on these channels. I see the follower count is 3. And make sure to follow us on TikTok at Scroll Interrupted Show and on Instagram at Scroll Interrupted. See you there.
Bye.